Welcome to God of War. It's Abyss, bringing you all the collectibles for the region, Helheim. Like always, in the description below we'll have timestamps for each individual collectible, just in case there's a certain one you're missing. Alright, so as soon as we get here, we're going to open the door, we're going to go slightly to the right, and then we'll run into our very first artifact. Next up is our legendary chest. This one I guarantee you probably got on the very first trip here. So just continue forward on, and then you'll notice it on the left. Next up is our Odin's Raven. From the legendary chest, just back up slightly, look straight up, and then you'll see it right above that green transferring orb. Alright, so next up is our legendary chest. Now this one's a little tricky. Now you see that green transferring orb where that Odin's Raven was just at? We're going to have to go all the way down to the very end. We're going to grab a green transferring orb with our Chaos Blade. And we're going to basically go all the way back over to that where that Raven was. But until we get there, there's I believe 2 on the left, 2 on the right. I think that one actually counts as a right. I don't know, we'll figure out in just a second. But once we get to the very end here, we're going to grab the green transferring orb. And then we're going to bring it to 2 spots on the left. So we're going to just keep transferring it. And then there'll be 2 more spots on the right and the right. And then when we get there, I'll continue on. Alright, so now it's time to get the transferring orb here, and then transfer to where that Odin's Raven was. Once we transfer it there, we'll pick it up again, and then there'll be a spot on the left that we'll transfer it to. Then we'll go on the other side of the rock, we'll grab it, and then there'll be a spot kind of right where the staircase is, up top. We'll put it there, we'll go down the staircase, we'll grab that orb one more time, and if you turn around, there's a door we can put it into. Once we put it into that door, we'll be able to get the legendary chest. Alright, so next up is our Odin's Raven. We're going to fast travel to the point where we originally grabbed that green transferring orb. Continue on forward, and you're going to duck underneath some rocks. Once you get to the other side, you'll just basically climb this little cliff, ledge I guess you can call it, and then to the left will be the hidden chamber, which we'll go on to later on, just remember that. But for now, we're going to go towards the right, where the Odin's Raven is. You're going to shoot your shock arrows, which will open up a new path. Right in front of it will be like a red chest, but also right in front of it will be your Odin's Raven. Alright, so next up is our legendary chest. From the left here, we're going to go down this chain, and then we're going to go all the way down to the left, and you'll walk right into the legendary chest. All you need to do is just shoot your shock arrows to open the pathway. Alright, so next up is our artifact. We're going to turn around from this chest right here, and then we're going to go off to the left, and we're going to climb down a cliff. Once we get to the very bottom, if you look up to where that walkway that we were just under, right by the legendary chest, there's going to be some branches that we can throw our Chaos Blade at. It'll basically burn the branches away, and then the artifact will drop down, in which you'll be able to pick it up. Alright, next up is our Odin's Raven. Just continue on this lower path right here, and you'll see the statue to the left. Right there, you'll be able to drop down from the cliff, but also if you look from the left when you drop down, will be our Odin's Raven. Alright, so next up is our artifact. So turn directly around from where we're at and go straight forward until you can climb this cliff. To the left is going to be another pillar in which we need to use our Chaos Blades to burn away the branches, and then the artifact will fall down.
Ooh, that's chilly.
The last thing we need to get in this area is our Odin's Raven. So drop down from where we're at, go off to the left to that cliff, look straight ahead, and you'll be able to hit your Odin's Raven. Alright, so now it's our journey back to that hidden chamber. So if you remember before when we went right to get to that Odin's Raven, and I told you left was the hidden chamber, we're basically going right back to that area. So for a reference, remember when you had to crawl underneath the rocks and then you came out the other side, climbed the little cliff or ledge, I guess you can call it, and then you had to go right for the Odin's Raven. Now we're going left to that hidden chamber. Alright, so now that we're at the hidden chamber, we're going to destroy that with our shock arrows, and then to the right will be our artifact.
One more for the collection.
Turn slightly left from the artifact, and you'll be able to hit your Odin's Raven. Next up is our Mystic Gateway, so just take the elevator all the way down to the bottom, and then it'll be on the right hand side. Alright, so next up is our artifact. We're going to go up these stairs that are left from the gateway, and then to the left of that red chest will be our artifact.
Want to see what we can trade those for?
Next up is our Odin's Raven. If you look straight up above from that red chest, you'll see that Odin's Raven. The last thing we need to do now is just defeat the Valkyrie. So like always, she's always in that far back room. She is a formidable opponent, so I left her for the end, and I also left the gameplay in just in case you see anything that could help you. Now with her, she'll yell out Valhalla, and that means dodge. But whenever she yells that out, you just want to dodge, 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 because it's basically like an unblockable, and I can't tell you how many times she's caught me into it. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you. I am free.